Hey, we're Soda Jerks, and we're here with Bullet Music, hanging out, having a good time, I guess.
All right, so we're gonna jump right in here. The first thing I think most people are gonna wonder when they see your band name, Soda Jerks, is like where it came from, because it's pretty unique.
More or less, we just kind of like made this list of like just a ton of band names, and we just sent them to like a bunch of people.
Yeah.
And that one, like Soda Jerks, is like the term came from like back in the day, like ice cream parlors and like soda parlors. Like the people that worked there were like Soda Jerks.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
And it had a ring to it. We liked it.
Back in the day, like the 50s?
50s, 60s.
Okay, cool. How did you guys meet and decide to start a band?
So it's actually a very sweet story how we met. Steve was the first person I met when I moved into my dorm at Georgia Tech. I walked out of my room, I saw him, he had on a cool shirt. I said, I like that shirt. He said, I made it myself.
Yeah, I do a lot of like DIY clothes.
And it's been, after that, just in the books, history.
History has been writing itself ever since the shirt incident.
Yeah, I actually made this shirt too.
Dope. Yeah, we'll keep that low key.
And then we started playing music, I think probably 4 or 5 months after that. We started with 2 other people in a 4-piece like rock jazz kind of group, and then the other 2 just kind of disappeared. And so we just kept making music.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and we've just been going ever since.
So it was 4 people, and now it's you guys. And
Yeah, there was
like
a saxophone player and a bass player, and then they just stopped showing up.
Yeah.
So we took the hint.
Sorry you guys aren't here.
No hard feelings.
Miss you, I think. What are your most and least favorite parts of being a 2-piece then? I guess that's a good segue into that. Why do you hate bass players?
It's funny, someone asked yesterday if they could play bass in Soda Jerks, but I had to tell them no.
Because you hate them?
I just love like that concept and the idea of like 2-piece bands, like Black Keys, White Stripes, Black Pistol Fire, Royal Blood. Like you have to do like so much with so little. Like you have to be really inventive and like creative and fill out a lot of sound at one point, which is difficult. I have to do a lot of things at once, and Eric definitely does too. But it's really easy to set up for a show, which is great.
Yeah.
So it takes like 1 trip to like set up.
Awesome. Yeah. So Loden will be easy on the 24th at the Showcase at
24th.
Smithsville Bar.
Shameless plug.
It can't really be very hard to fill a space with just a guitar and a drum. So you guys do a great job of having a full and complete sound. How often? Yeah, you're welcome. How often do you have to rework parts of songs to keep things from feeling empty, or just is that you guys feel like it's something that comes naturally to y'all?
For the drums, I'm always trying to do something. Just always keep it moving. Trying to keep the beats not from being too repetitive and doing lots of fills, and then also just playing as loud as I can, especially during the live shows, to just fill out the sound of our band.
Okay.
And then
Very cool.
we've rewritten a couple songs.
Yeah.
They're different from like our recordings and stuff. But you have to come see us live to see them.
Yep.
Yes, come see them live, please. It's gonna be awesome. There's been a ton of famous duos in music history, so I know you guys mentioned a couple before. But what are some of your favorites? And then have they really influenced your sound and the way you're sort of attacking the music industry?
There are definitely some. The White Stripes are great. They're like earlier stuff. Black Pistol Fire is like a 2-piece band from Texas that I think was super important in me like learning guitar, because I was self-taught. So I just picked up a bunch of their songs and just kind of messed around with them.
I think the spirit and the tenacity of a 2-piece band is what we try and replicate, or what we aspire to achieve, because it's a lot of fun. You get to just go all out. You don't have to worry about too many moving parts and fitting into the band or the song, because what you're doing is a huge part of the song. Just being in a two-piece.
Yeah. Plus, there's nowhere to hide. It's just me and him, and that's it. So we mess up, it's on us.
I bet it's kind of easy to like get a rehearsal together because it's just like
He just comes to my house and we jam.
All right. So for our readers who are just kind of learning about y'all, what other duos and artists do you feel like you get compared to the most with your sound?
Black Keys, I think is the number one.
I'm trying to think.
Yeah, I don't know about duos, but compared to like Black Keys, like someone said we sounded like Creedence Clearwater Revival, which is probably wrong, but that's fine. I don't believe that.
I will. I'm making a note right now to go look them up.
CCR? CCR?
No, sorry guys. So with your style of music, I can imagine playing live is kind of way more energetic, and it's an already upbeat recording. So what about your live sets that we can't tell everybody, so they still come see you play, sets you apart from like your recording?
I guess just in the recordings, we kind of like turn down a lot of like the extraneous effects, like delay and like reverb, and at least in guitar. And I've added like a couple pedals and like taken them out, and so my guitar tone has like changed since then, because we recorded the album and released it in August. So it's been what, 6 months since then. So they're just like little things that have like changed since then.
Yeah, I think the energy also changes dramatically between recorded and live. Recorded, we're just trying to get it done without messing up. Live, it's all about the energy and all about just making people in the crowd want to dance.
So the dynamics a lot more too. We go from like really crazy to like dead silent, like a lot more.
And playing off everybody's kind of emotions and stuff. Is that fun? Do you guys ever find it weird, like whenever people are like talking while you're playing? Does that distract you? Because I know sometimes
I can't
like,
hear anything while we're playing.
That's good, because like I know whenever I go up to say like, "Hey, I'm Liz," you know, whatever, and people are talking, I'm like, wait, what was I saying? So I always wonder how the artists feel when they're up there. If I see people talking, I'm like, are you distracting them?
Yeah. I can't, they never give Eric a mic, but with me, I never know what to say in between songs, honestly. So I just try to say something and then get back to playing another song.
I feel like it's cool to like hear about, you know, like what inspired you to write the song, or like what the lyrics are behind it, if it's not like super obvious, you know? But that's always fun. Like we had one artist who kind of like told us some stories just about himself and his life and like the journey, and like they were actually pretty interesting.
This interview is brought to you by the Creature Comforts Classic City Lager. Classic City Lager is good, cold beer. From tailgates to concerts, nothing pairs better with a great time than the deliciously simple taste of Classic City Lager. To learn more, visit CreatureComfortsBeer.com. That's CreatureComfortsBeer.com. You probably already know how great Yelp is for finding the best spots to grab a bite or stay the night in an unfamiliar city. But what you may not know is that Yelp can help you find local hidden gems as well. So whether you're inside or outside of the perimeter, visit Yelp.com or download the Yelp app to discover the best Atlanta has to offer.
Saw you guys recently played at Smith's. I think like we talked about during the shoot. How was that? And are you excited about Smith's this next spotlight in April?
It was great. We played in the Atlanta room, which is like really small. It's really intimate.
That's where our show is too.
Great. That's one of like my favorite places we've played for sure. And their like sound people were great, and everyone was super. And I don't like playing in big spaces. Like we love playing like house shows and like really small, like kind of thrown together, a lot of times like free shows. And so like that kind of has that energy to it, and that like mood. And so it's like a lot of fun.
Yeah, those intimate vibes are nice.
Feels like we're in someone's living room. Like, it's great.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing. All right, so final question. Being an Atlanta-based punk band, I'm sure you're well aware of Atlanta's perception as a rap city. So to wrap things up, I'll give you both a chance to hype up the punk rock scene and the A, so we can prove we've got way more rap, way more than just rap in our city.
Yeah. The Atlanta punk scene is legendary in my opinion. It's what inspired us to get into it in the first place, seeing some of the bands ahead of us.
Like
so yeah.
Atlanta, like Yukon's,
Seagulls
back when they played.
Trash Can.
Back when they played.
Yeah.
It might still be going. I know that the Black Lips like came out of here, and they're like by far one of my favorites. And then we're so close to like Athens, which has a really cool like underground scene as well.
Yeah.
It's great. A lot of bands kind of live and die here, but you kind of have to really pay attention to like get really great moments that I don't think you could anywhere else.
Awesome. Well, cool. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Thank
Thanks
you
for
guys.
And we'll make sure to see you guys at Smithsonian Bar on April 24th at 7 p.m. in the Atlanta Room.
And night after night, and fight after fight.